What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Trucking with Trucker D. I'm Trucker D, and we're back at it again. So today we are sitting here at the Menards Distribution Center in Holiday City, Ohio. We got loaded last night over in Romeoville, Illinois, and we were there for probably a good 5.5 hours just waiting to get it loaded. Now, I don't understand what's going on. Well, I guess I kind of do understand what's going on. Lately, I've been having to sit at docks for crazy amount of times. 3, 4, 5 hours just sitting at a dock. And it's because, as you can see, we're shaking right now. They're actually finally unloading me after being here for almost 4 hours. These distribution centers are probably starting to lose employees. Not to mention they're already short-staffed as it is, I'm sure. But just beware, if y'all plan on coming out here, you're going to be sitting at docks for a while, and it's probably going to get worse now that vaccine mandates are going to be for companies with 100 employees or more. But I'm not going to get into that bullshit. We finally got us a load. We've been searching, trying to figure out something because, you know, we didn't know how long we were going to be at this dock for. You know, I found me a load going to pick it up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're about an hour and a half away from there, and we're going up to Wyoming, Michigan to deliver at some place called Hackney. And I forgot what the weight was on the load, but I think it was like 24,000 pounds or something like that. No big deal. Yeah, it was the only thing that picked up late enough to where I could probably get to it and not worry about being late for it. Yeah, we've been sitting at docks for a while now. And when I first got into this and started doing this, I was maybe at a dock 30, 40 minutes, hour, 2 hours tops. But lately, it's been 3, 4, 5 hours. And I wouldn't be surprised if we sat here for another 5 hours a day. It's getting ridiculous. I mean, at least we're getting paid detention for it, but still, it's interfering in being able to book loads. You know, you don't know when you're going to be off a dock, and if you book something that picks up, you know, you can't book in advance anymore, and it's really frustrating. So, hold on a second. I got to take this call. TQL is calling me. Alright, anyway, then TQL was giving me a call, seeing if I was available for a load, and it was a pickup at 4 o'clock, but we already got another load booked down in Fort Wayne, so even if we wanted to do it, we couldn't because we got 2 more loads booked, round trips from Flint down to Garrett, Indiana, and back, done up for Wednesday and Thursday. So, but that's enough of my ranting about this BS was sitting at the docks. I finally got my heat issue taken care of. Now, Friday when I was out on the road, my bunk heater core started leaking. You could smell the coolant real bad, and I'm like, well, that's just wonderful because I wasn't getting real great heat from the front. And so I decided to I wasn't getting great heat from the front, so I was using my heat back there to actually keep the truck warm in a little space heater, and it was working. But it's going to get real cold out here, so I had to really figure out the issue. And when my bunk heater core started leaking, that made me take care of the heater core on the front. And I started reading on different things, and you know, I thought about it after I flushed the heater core the first time. The heat in the front actually started getting warmer, you know, but when I took off and started driving, the heat would just go away and start blowing cold. So I'm like, you know what, the heater core is not that hard to do. It's almost like changing a cabin filter. So I did the front heater core, did the bunk heater core, and the bunk heater core was a pain in the butt because it had a cover that goes over top of the airbox that kind of sets underneath the frame of the bed. So you had to fight with the AC unit that's underneath that's inside the airbox to get it back put together. But I got it done. Yeah, I've got all fresh coolant in here, and everything seems to be operating perfectly now. I mean, the heat in the front, it's so hot that I can barely stand it. So, you know, but I'm happy with that, because now I know at least my windows aren't going to freeze up while I'm driving in the wintertime. And, you know, it's going to start snowing here the next couple days, according to what the weather says. You know, at least on the west side of the state. I mean, it may not hit our home area, but there's a good possibility I could be driving in the snow sooner than my hometown could be getting hit with. So it is what it is. And we got heat again. And I also took care of a hose I had coming off my... Oh, back to the heater core real quick. So I got the front heater core out, and it felt real heavy. Like heavier than my... heavier than the new heater core. So the curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to cut it open. And I'm gonna post this picture right here, but check it out. There is a bunch of gunk just built up in that one pipe that I cut open. Now if it's like that in that spot, what's it like in the rest of it? Check it out. Isn't that insane? That heater core's probably been in this truck since it was manufactured, so that's probably 1.3 million miles on that heater core. It's 1.3 million miles of gunk built up inside of it. I mean, when I did get it off, I took it down to my sink in my basement, and it kind of has some higher pressure water, and I put some hot water down inside of it, and a lot of black stuff just started pouring out of there. So I was like, you know what? That's what honestly really made me cut it open. I wanted to see what was really inside there. But we got great heat now. I really can't complain. I'm happy as hell with it. They're back there. Hopefully they get this done soon so I can get down to Fort Wayne, down to General Mills and pick up. You know, when I was at Continental, I was looking at General Mills. I didn't realize it was General Mills, but I'd seen the distribution center, and I'm like, yeah, one of these days I'll probably be picking up or delivering there. Well, I'm going to be picking up from there here by 5 o'clock today. Hopefully they'll get me done soon, though, like I said. And I can get there without having to get back on the toll road. So, I probably will, too. I'll probably take 120, take State Road or County Road 15 over to 127, and 127 down to US 24 and 469, and General Mills is right off 469. And then we'll take 69 back up to 94 over to 131, and 131 up to Wyoming. I'm going to be back in the Grand Rapids area again. So along with the heater core, though, like I was saying, I did a radiator hose. It goes from our coolant reservoir to the motor. The old hose that was on there, it was kinked so bad that it looked like the insides were touching almost. So I'm like, that's got to be restricting flow a little bit to the motor. I mean, that can't be good. And probably when you're driving, it warms up, and probably the suction inside the hose was probably squeezing it together. So I took care of that, and I took care of our washer fluid pump. It was leaking, and after this week, I'm gonna sample the oil in it, because we're getting to that point. We got about 25,000 miles on the oil, or about 20,000 miles on there from the last oil change from when we bought it. So we're gonna sample it, see where the oil's at on this sample, and hopefully it comes back as good as the first one did. Oh, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, so Saturday, I'm heading out to St. John's, and we're getting a tune done on the truck. I'm going to increase the horsepower and the torque, and hopefully get rid of the little bit of stutter that it has from 7 to 8, 6 to 7. Every now and then when you're pulling kind of heavy, it has a little stutter and shoot out some black smoke, and then clears right up. The remote tuner guy that I talked to, his guy said that it's a common thing with the Series 60. They call it the Detroit stutter. So they said they should be able to take care of that. So it'll be nice to have a little bit more pulling power when I'm hauling these heavier loads, because right now it feels like the trailer just wants to hold back the truck when I'm pulling real heavy. So last time when we talked about being down in Circleville and getting messed up with Uber, I actually I stopped at Walmart because I wanted to buy this container to put over in the spot behind the passenger seat, so I had somewhere to put the microwave that I bought. I picked me up a microwave over the Salvation Army to keep in the truck. $15 for the microwave. You can't beat that. So check it out. Look what I did. You know, I've never really, I mean, I've given a tour of the truck once before, but I got this little shelf that I bought at Walmart. It gives me a little bit more storage. There's my little space heater I was using. I keep it in here so I can use it at night. I got me a microwave. I mean, the position of it kind of sucks because it's over in the corner, but it works. It's nice to have it. It's inexpensive. It's a little ratchet strap around the top here, and yeah, this thing gives me a little bit more storage now. I have a spot to keep my tools, along with my other toolbox I have over here. I got my the shelf over here that I keep stuff in, a paper towel and whatnot. Got Trucker P over there. And then I picked up, I seen this little light on the end cap. The light that was there quit working. Well, it never actually worked, so I check that out. Nice little bright $3 LED. And I just bolted it up there. You know, little things, you know, make the truck more comfortable. And so when I did the heater core, I had to pull apart the dash. And last time I did a tour of the truck, when I first was showing it off, I had a lot of the dash pieces held together by Gorilla tape. Well, I decided to get me some screws, some self-tappers, and I decided to hold it together or mount it a little bit better. And it's a lot stronger than it ever was, I think. And I think the guys that I had messed around with the truck when I first bought it at that shop, I think they broke a lot of the panels over here when they were messing with the blend door actuator that I had to redo myself. So, but yeah, that's a little bit of stuff that I did. Makes the truck more personalized for me, I guess you could call it. Let's see if I, there we go, got my phone to set right the first. So anyways, y'all, we've just been out here trucking, finding loads, and doing our thing, keeping old Black Bear Express running. The loads we're doing tomorrow are through Landstar. The guy is going to have a few more loads for me to do next week too. They're paying $1,100 each, and it's Flint, Garrett, Indiana, back to Flint. So I'm back home. It's perfect because my main goal is to at least make $1,000 a day. But with that, y'all, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And, you know, comment down below. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you want to hear. Whatever. Say what up to Trucker D. You know, I respond to my comments when I get them. Be courteous to your fellow drivers. And there was something I seen on the back window the other day. Now I forgot what it said, and it was a pretty good saying. It was oh, I remember now. So we're gonna kick it off like this from now on. We're gonna say be courteous to your fellow drivers, and hustle hard and stay humble. And with that, y'all, we'll see you next time. Later.